So you just discovered Anteen.
Bang, bang, before you're my name. Supernova.
And you want to know more about the lore behind their music video, Aoarashi, but you can't really read the webtoon or web novel and just want to follow the story in their music videos instead. If that's you, or if you just want to refresh yourself on their story before their comeback, then here's a somewhat brief summary on the lore behind Aoarashi. Aoarashi is the second installment in a 4-part series covering the 4 seasons in a calendar year, and it's meant to represent the wind that blows in the early summer. While Samidare was about the distance between the pack and their desire to be closer, Aoarashi is about the closeness they feel now that they bridge that gap, and takes place some years after the events in spring. Similar to how Samidare ended, our story begins with our 9 boys laying in a field when, just as a pack of wolves, they quickly run off to play. It's here that we're introduced to the scenes that showcase their new bond. Again, similar to Samidare, we first see Haruwa and Joe. While we don't see this in the MVs, in the webtoon, we've seen that in the past, these two, along with Fuma, were captives of the evil vampires, brainwashed to fight against their will. And some of those who they fought were the original pack, the original 4 members. Without realizing it, after the boys were freed and were asked to join the pack, the guilt they may have felt caused a wall to build between them, a wall we had briefly seen in Samidare. Though they desire to be closer to this new pack, the feelings of the other members and their own guilt prevented them from crossing over. But in Aoarashi, we see Haruwa and Joe easily climb this wall. As their fellow pack excitedly calls to them, they look to each other, knowing that this pack that found them truly is their new home, and climb over this wall together. Later on, we get a glimpse of another bond that has grown with EJ and Nicholas. In their story, or at least in their web novel, Nicholas and EJ weren't exactly the closest friends. In fact, oftentimes EJ's character would butt heads with Nicholas in an attempt to protect himself and keep his distance, similar to how he treated Giri. However, after Giri's death, Riju seemed to grieve his actions, but with Nicholas, he gains a second chance to learn how to truly become one's friend. As the pack are all soundly asleep, having already gotten closer, the boys sit together and grow an even deeper bond. We then see Kei. In the previous video, Kei, in his grief, had unintentionally isolated himself from the pack. However, in Aoarashi, we see just how much he has grown. While the members are all having fun, Kei observes the pack and laughs as he enjoys the simple act of just being with them. And then, as is said through the lyrics, we see their bond through the pack themselves. Having crossed this muddy path, there's nothing to fear. We spoke of our burning ambitions, chugging soda, blowing away insults and jeers. With you, I want to keep running forever. Won't feel like stopping. Riding the wind with you, making dreams come true. And together, we see them chase this dream. While fireflies are meant to hold different meanings, in some meanings it can also represent a wish. It's said that if you catch a firefly and hold it while making a wish, after you let it go, your wish will come true. And when Haruwa's firefly is released, they find fireworks ahead and discover a Natsu Matsuri, a summer festival usually popular with the youth. They then go to this festival, playing games together and having fun. And at the end, we see them holding this lantern, typically used to make a wish, and release it into the summer night sky, symbolizing that this wish that was made by one is a wish they make together, sharing the same dream. And that's it for the summary. A few other things to note are, fireflies and lanterns, while they can represent wishes, can also represent the souls of the departed. So this firefly they try to catch could represent the souls of those they dearly want to hold onto, like Giri. And whereas in Samidare they grieved his death alone, in Aoarashi they grieve him together, now fully understanding each other's feelings. While we don't have any confirmation on when this music video takes place, and many believe it to take place before the events in Blood Altar, I believe that the events in this music video share a similar, if not the same timeline, to the events in Enhypen's XO. However, my theory for XO is that it takes place in another universe altogether, so I guess we'll see what happens with that. Thanks for watching, and see you again in Anteam's fall comeback, Jyuugoya.